Welcome back, friends. Well, now that the engine is good to go, we are going to unwrap the car so we can put the engine and drivetrain back into the chassis. Before we can put the engine and drivetrain back in there, we gotta put all the firewall components back in the engine bay. And the first thing that I wanted to do was restore this ABS module right here. This came out of the donor car, so it was pretty clean, but I still wanted to make sure it looks new. So I used a series of steel brushes on my drill to get the corrosion off. Now be careful doing this because you can get all this stuff into the ports. I tried to plug them as good as I can, but it seemed to work and it brought the luster back into aluminum. I also went ahead and cleaned up the actuator to get it ready for paint. All the brackets were prepped, primered, and painted as well. Once that was done, I moved on into installing the clutch master cylinder and the brake master cylinder. I'm really glad I labeled these brake lines because once I was putting them on, it seemed straightforward, but it really wasn't, and labeling them really helped me install them. This nameplate came out of OG, and it was really important to me that I put that back on my firewall. It was really awesome that I was able to keep it, and now there's a part of OG in the new car. Next up was the fuel lines. I went ahead and hand bent some aluminum fuel line to go under the car, and then I used some Summit Racing compression fittings. I gotta say, this looked cool, but I don't think I'll do this again. Note to you car guys with kids, let them help. My kids love this car, and it's because they used their hands to build it with me. So if you have kids, let them help. While we were under there, I figured we throw the rear part of the drive shaft back in the chassis. I've done a few motors on these Evos, and I found it easier to drop it from the bottom. So when I put them back, I also feed them from the bottom and then pick it up with the engine hoist. And before I could do that is I had to remove the lower subframe, which means I got to disconnect the steering shaft, the control arms, and all the mounting bolts. But once all that is out, the subframe just drops right out of the chassis. With the subframe out and easy access to the firewall, I figured it was a perfect time to build some Dash 6 return lines and integrate this flex fuel sensor onto the firewall bracket. This fuel pressure regulator has been in 3 cars, my Galant, the OG Evo, and now this Evo. When using this method to cut your AN lines, make sure you blow some air through them before you put fittings together. Building AN lines can be such a pain, but considering how everything looks when it's done, it's well worth it. Freaking engine in there.
Dude! I thought we were getting by midnight. What time is it?
Since the car is gonna run on ethanol 90% of the time, I figured I'd put a Dash 8 filter into the fuel feed. The 4G63 is known to hold a lot of boost and make a lot of power, but this doesn't come without its flaws. One issue the 4G63 has is that once you build the bottom end and push more than stock boost, it is inevitable for it to push oil out of the valve cover breather and overwhelm the stock PCV system. The remedy I've found that works is to drill and tap 2 M18 holes on the side of the valve cover and run 2 -10 lines to a vented catch can. This method actually alleviates the excess crankcase pressure, but also allows me to keep the stock PCV system. Once all the drilling and tapping was done, I went ahead and sent this valve cover to my boy Darren at Diamond Powder Coating, and he coated it in the same yellow as the calipers, and I gotta say, this looks amazing. Bingo! One of my favorite parts on this build is definitely this Morrison Fabrication O2 housing and downpipe. It really ties the whole turbo setup together, and I can't wait to buy one of their manifolds. Luckily, my Greddy titanium catback survived the accident, so obviously this had to go back on the car. If you've gotten this far in this video, I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one.